4 runners are good to go now. And they're off and racing. The slowest out of the gates was Sadati as they begin their 1.25 mile trip. And with his huge white face, Aussie Pearl, who shaped pretty well at Leicester the other week, leads the field, but immediately, taking closer order, Study of Words, the long odds-on favourite, goes directly behind him, right in his slipstream. And behind the two of those, El Carousel's now just dropped back to be a narrow last. Sadati has improved past him into 3rd place. So all looking for a little bit of cover, except Aussie Pearl, who takes the field along. Aussie Pearl, Sylvester de Souza, by a length and a little bit from Study of Words. Now, Sadati has peeled off slightly, racing more towards the right as we look down the track. And on the left of the group is El Carousel, who remains in touch at a huge price. So Aussie Pearl leading the way. Study of Words is gliding along close up. And then Sadati on the stand side. And El Carousel now looks to be feeling the pinch. And they're still well over half a mile from home here as Aussie Pearl, his rider Sylvester de Souza, just keeps him up to his work. Study of Words in 2nd place, but only a head away now. And then Sadati 2 lengths further back. El Carousel's dropped 5 to 6 lengths away. As they now come down, approaching the final 2 furlongs, Study of Words was nudged quite quickly into a 2-length lead, came immediately back on the bridle, and William Buick has opened up on the field here with Aussie Pearl 2nd and Sadati in 3rd place. They'll scrap for minor money, and William just asking Study of Words to educate himself in and out of the dip here. He's stretched clear, and Study of Words, easing down, has still drawn 12 to 15 lengths clear. Study of Words, that's how you do it when you're a shorter price as he is. He's beaten Sadati, who was up for 2nd place, Aussie Pearl, and El Carousel.
Study of Words has been an easy winner of the latest race here at Newmarket under William Buick. Well done, William. Looked straightforward beforehand, and it proved to be the case.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, he stepped forward from each of his runs as well, which is always nice to see. So, you know, he has made that nice progression. And, you know, he's obviously a staying horse for next year. And I think he'll improve with the winter on his back as well.
It looks a nice, relaxed type who's giving himself a chance to stay well as well.
Yeah, exactly. You know, he's obviously, you know, great pedigree by Frankel, and yeah, staying will be his forte.
Yeah, hopefully more to come from him. He looks like a nice horse. I suppose the time of the race might tell us as much as anything else.
Yeah, it's a little bit hard to know what to make of it, but you know, he was progressive to the line, which is always nice to see, and I just had to sort of make sure that he didn't lose his concentration when he was out there on his own. But yeah, really easy, and yeah, like you say, it's a little bit hard to know exactly what he achieved, but he certainly couldn't have done any more.
If you win a Newmarket race by that far, then you, as I said already, you're normally all right. 100 winners now for you domestically on the year, so nice to get that ticked off.
Yeah.
Not too bothered. It was 200 a couple of years ago, wasn't it?
Exactly. That means a bit more. I said to the guys, you know, numbers count if you're champion jockey, and that's not me this year. So, but no, pleased to get it. And look, we've got a bit to go yet before we say it's been a good season. So, but all in all, very happy.
Still plenty of time. Well done.
Thank you.
Study of Words has gone in 7 to 1 on. Well done, Martin. For William Buick and Charlie Appleby. That's just a romp on the Rolly Mile, wasn't it?
He won't ride any easier winners, will he, William? But
no.
He's a nice big horse. He's gradually progressed, and he's got his head in front, and Connections will be delighted. Look, for a minute, I'll tell you what, Sylvester Souza did not mess about on Aussie Pearl. He set a searching gallop. I mean, she looked last time like she really needed this 1.25 miles, but I don't know whether Sylvester's trying to make it a test of stamina to beat the favourite. I don't know whether he's meant he was tired and then he couldn't battle off Sadati for 2nd, but there's no doubt about the winner. Won with his head in his chest. Nice big son of Frankel. Be interested to see what type of mark he gets now. Of course, the second horse is rated 74.
It's hard to rate though, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, he's won, I don't know what, 6 lengths, 7 lengths season down. It'll be interesting to see what he does get. And
can I talk to you from a jockey's perspective here?
Go on.
If you're Sylvester de Souza, you've jumped, you're handy, you've got to the front, you get in your own way, don't you just sort of ease off the gas a bit and save, try and get an easy out in front and save a bit rather than going as hard as he did?
It did seem like he really was pressing on. I mean, there was a minute when, you know, we still had 4 to run and they were all off the bridle bar, the winner.
Yeah.
He really
I'm not saying he'd have won, of course he wouldn't, but...
Yeah, he might well have just cost himself second.
Yeah.
By really putting a lot of pace on in the race. He rode this filly last time at Leicester, and she didn't get a clear as to run. No fault of Sylvester's. She just wasn't quick enough out of stall 1 to get a forward position, but she really stayed on strongly. So looking like she wanted this step up. So I'm guessing, I don't know, Sylvester may thought the only way of beating the odds-on favourite was to really make it a test. You just see Sylvester, he looked under his arm, didn't he? And then he asks her to quicken, and he really does get this filly stretching out in front, but it was to no avail. Nowhere near as good as the winner, but yeah, his filly was, Aussie Pearl was quite tired towards the line, but this is only a second start. So Sayadati might well have been second anyway. He's had quite a bit more experience, but yeah, it really was a true run race for a 4-runner race. And then we'll see if the 4th horse, El Carousel, takes up the engagement at Chelmsford tomorrow night.
Aussie Pearl came home with a finishing speed percentage of 93.8. She was absolutely legless in the closing stages. Well, not closing stages, throughout the final 3 furlongs. That percentage represents, so she's very tired.
Yeah.
With half a mile to go, she was almost spent, so she's gone really hard. And the data as regards the winner is not really relevant because he's just sauntered home. He's not far off the par, but William Buick's not asked him to do anything, so it's very hard to assess what he's done according to the data. Here's our drone shot, excellent view. El Carousel already under the pump. Aussie Pearl being niggled along. Kieran Schumacher's getting to work far side, whereas Buick's pretty much motionless.
Yeah, he interestingly, he moved out from behind Sylvester and just made sure he gives Study of Words a clear sight, and he made sure he covered his move, and then you just see William glance across, and he would have been happy to see Sylvester rowing away and not really finding a lot. So he was had it easy now. He just kept his horse, just kept the momentum up, give him a little squeeze, and made sure he didn't ease himself up coming to the dip. And he was away and gone, wasn't he? What a great shot that is. He covers a lot of ground, doesn't he, the winner?
Yeah, he does. He's got a big long stride. I can give the sectionals for what Aussie Pearl did. Went faster than par for the first 2 furlongs, then he steadied it down a little bit once he's established a lead for a couple of furlongs, and then he's kicked 6 out and run 2 fast furlongs through furlongs 5 and 6. Really has kicked at 11.85, 11.95, furlongs 5 and 6, and then was gone after that, well above 12 seconds after that. So fast early, steadied it down, kicked a long way out, and then she was done.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.